Marietta, Ohio is a town that has never been shy about celebrating its river heritage. One popular means of doing so attracts sternwheelers from up and down the inland rivers and spectators from near and far. It's called the Ohio River Sternwheel Festival and has been going strong for more than 40 years.
There's plenty of fascinating history in the town of Marietta, and much of it is driven by its river location in southeastern Ohio. It's situated along the Ohio River, at the mouth of the Muskingum, at the confluence of the two rivers. Marietta was established in 1788 and was even Ohio's capital for a while. It was also the first permanent settlement of the Northwest Territory.
Marietta was the first capital of Ohio. Didn't last very long. And this is the Muskingum River that comes down over here into the Ohio River, and on that point where the school is over there now, that's where the pioneers came down and landed. And then they just kind of expanded out from that particular spot. We were the first permanent settlement in the Northwest Territory.
Pinky Tucker has been affiliated with the Sternwheel Festival since its beginning in the 1970s. Marietta had a natural constituency because it is the headquarters for a group called the American Sternwheel Association. Its members suggested the festival. As the festival grew in size and popularity, it served as a catalyst for true homecoming events of those hailing from the area.
The Sternwheel Festival is a homecoming of sorts for a lot of folks. Folks who graduated from Marietta College, or folks who grew up here, spent their lives here as young adults and moved away. They usually come home for Sternwheel Festival.
And Pinky Tucker says the festival organizers took special care to make certain the river captains always wanted to come back.
When we first started, the people stood here in this very small parking lot, and the boats, there were 3 boats the first year, and they raced up and down the river. And today we have upwards of 35 boats a year. So, and we wine and dine those captains. We love them.
And over more than 40 years of the event, the captains have developed the same kind of fondness for Marietta and the Sternwheel Festival.
This is the grand. This is the best you can do. We come up here, we attend 3 to 4 festivals every year, but Marietta is the granddaddy of them all. It's been going on now for 44 years. And the people here, they just welcome you into their city. And when I come back up here, I see friends that come from up north around Pittsburgh and that area, maybe only see them once a year. But when we get here, it's like old reunions.
Like most captains, Lou Wendell loves to talk about his sternwheeler and the time he spends on the water. He's owned the Rufus B since 1991, but he knows the history all the way back to when the boat was built in the 20s. There were some infamous visitors when the boat was named the Freddy Boy.
This boat was actually built in 1926 by an attorney out of Chicago by the name of Lambach. Turned out that Lambach was the attorney that represented Al Capone. And there's a couple of books out that mentions talking about Al Capone, mentions Lambach, mentions the Freddy Boy, which is the original name on the boat, in these books.
Marietta turns a part of its riverfront into a midway for the Sternwheel Festival. There are plenty of food vendors offering everything from apple dumplings with ice cream to funnel cakes. And people bring lawn chairs and blankets for ringside seats at the barge, which serves as a center of activities, including the stage for live music. The crowd is made up of the people on the boats, local residents, and those who make reservations well in advance to get a hotel room.
I've been told that Harry Robinson was the person who started this Sternwheel Festival 43 years ago. And, he started it to kind of help the Lafayette Hotel here on the corner to, have a little business. And he has not only helped the Lafayette, but all the hotels in Marietta and Washington County. They all fill up on Sternwheel weekend.
The rivers and the history they represent are key to understanding the community's identity. There are river museums here and a real appreciation of how Marietta's history dovetails with the nation's.
It was many important people, and they were all from the Revolutionary War. As a matter of fact, there's more officers from the Revolutionary War buried here and not in the Northeast where they all came from, because the Congress couldn't afford to give them money, so they gave them land out here.
And going back in time is something that the boat pilots experienced by water just to get to Marietta. They say it's easy to imagine the historical significance of the waterways when navigating between towns.
Some of the areas, like on the Ohio River, once you drop through the Winfield locks, there's an area there of about 30 miles that's kind of just, there's no houses. And you just go back in time. And the same way on the Ohio River, there's several areas that you'll go through where you may not see a house for 4 or 5 miles. But it's quite an experience. You get to, what people talk about on a sternwheel boat, but they run 6, 7, 8, 9 mile an hour at max 9. You have to sit back and enjoy life. You get to see the deer coming down to the river's edge. You'll see squirrels, you'll see rabbits. I've seen squirrels swimming across the river. And my wife and I both, on the last trip we went to Augusta, we saw 4 bald eagles going down. We saw 2 below Greenup Locks, and then we saw 2 more down at Vanceburg.
Not surprisingly, the town loves to celebrate Marietta's river heritage.
We have so much access to the river, and it's just really beneficial to our area to have that access. It allows us to have festivals. Again, you know, like I said, the Sternwheel Festival is the largest festival we have, but we have other river festivals that go on year-round here in Marietta. It's just a great place to host an event like this with the joining of the Muskingum River and the Ohio River. You can't get much better than river life in Marietta, Ohio.
Over the years, the riverfront venue has worked well for this festival. That's borne out by the number of sternwheelers that participate and the crowds that gather along the shoreline every year.